Alright, Eagles fans, buckle up because we're diving into the heart of Philadelphia's red-hot start to the 2025 NFL season. Can you believe it? The Eagles are 3-0, soaring high above the NFC East, and their defense, is turning heads with a red zone performance that's got opponents shaking in their cleats. Let's break it down, Philly style, and talk about why the Eagles defense is locking down the red zone like nobody's business. Fly, Eagles, fly. First, let's set the stage at Lincoln Financial Field, where the energy is electric, and the fans are chanting that iconic "Fly Eagles Fly" with every bone-crunching tackle. The Eagles are off to a blistering 3-0 start, and while everyone's buzzing about Jalen Hurts and the offense's perfect 8-4-8 red zone touchdown rate, shout out to the unstoppable tush push. It's the defense that's quietly stealing the show. According to a recent report from Philadelphia Eagles on SI, this unit is holding opponents to a touchdown percentage of just 44.4% in the red zone, tying them for 7th best in the NFL. That's right, folks, when the field shrinks, the Eagles' defense grows 10 feet tall. Now, let's rewind to the season opener against the Dallas Cowboys, our favorite rivals, right? The Cowboys managed to go 2-4-3 in the red zone, but it's that one miss that changed everything. Picture this: All-Pro linebacker Zack Baun, a force of nature, chases down former Eagle Miles Sanders from behind to stop a potential touchdown run. A few plays later, rookie linebacker Jihad Campbell and defensive tackle Byron Young team up to stonewall Sanders, forcing a fumble that rookie corner Quinyon Mitchell scoops up. That play, a momentum changer that had the link roaring and sent a message. Philly's defense doesn't mess around when the stakes are high. Fast forward to Kansas City, where the Eagles faced off against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in a nail-biter. Safety Andrew Mukuba made the play of the game, snagging a deflected pass off Travis Kelce at the goal line and racing 41 yards the other way. That interception was the spark in a gritty 20-17 victory, proving this Eagles defense thrives under pressure. And just last Sunday, in a jaw-dropping 19-point comeback against the Los Angeles Rams, the defense kept Philly in the game during a rough first half for the offense. The Rams made 4 trips to the red zone but came away with just 1 touchdown, a pair of field goals, and a blocked kick. That's resilience, folks, pure Eagles grit. So, what's the secret sauce behind this red zone dominance? Let's turn to defensive coordinator Vic Fangio, the mastermind calling the shots. Fangio told Eagles on SI, "Every trip down there is an adventure in and of itself. We practice it a lot. The game changes when you're in the red zone." He's not kidding. The red zone, that area inside the opponent's 20-yard line, is where the field gets tight, and every play is a high-stakes chess match. Fangio's squad is ready for it, holding teams to a league-best 12.5% completion percentage and a 39.6 passer rating in the red zone. Those numbers are straight-up ridiculous. For context, a passer rating that low is like a quarterback throwing more picks than completions. It's lockdown city. Linebacker Zack Baun, who's quickly becoming a fan favorite, broke it down perfectly. He said, "Your body slows down because it's such a condensed area, but your mind has to speed up because things happen so fast." That's the red zone mindset. Quick thinking, precise execution. Baun also praised the team smarts, saying, "We have some really smart guys on this defense that understand situational football." That's the kind of leadership you love to see from a guy who's been a wrecking ball this season. Now, let's zoom out and put this in perspective. The Eagles' defense hasn't always been a red zone juggernaut. Cast your mind back to the Andy Reid era or even the 2017 Super Bowl run. Philly's defenses were solid, but they didn't always have this kind of lockdown swagger. Compare that to today, where Fangio's schemes are blending veteran savvy with young talent. Take Zack Baun, a former third-round pick from Wisconsin who's blossomed into an all-pro caliber player. At 28, he's the heart of this defense, combining speed, instincts, and leadership. Then you've got rookies like Jihad Campbell, a 2025 draft gem out of Alabama, who's already making plays that have analysts buzzing. And don't sleep on Quinyon Mitchell, the cornerback from Toledo, whose recovery of that Sanders fumble is the kind of play that gets you a statue outside the link someday. Statistically, this Eagles defense is rewriting the script. That 44.4% touchdown rate allowed? It's a massive improvement from last season's 55.6%, showing how Fangio's system is clicking. Compare that to their NFC East rivals. The Cowboys are allowing a 50% touchdown rate in the red zone, while the Giants are at a shaky 60%. The Commanders, Don't even ask. They're hovering around 65%. Philly's defense is setting the pace in a division known for its slugfests. Let's sprinkle in some fictional flavor to keep things lively. Imagine we caught up with Eagles legend Brian Dawkins, the iconic safety whose number 20 jersey still inspires the Link faithful. When asked about this year's squad, Dawkins might say, "Man, this defense reminds me of our 2004 Super Bowl run. They've got that fire, that hunger. Bond's out there playing like I used to, hitting hard and leading by example. And Fangio, he's got these boys dialed in." Or picture a fan outside the Link, decked out in midnight green, shouting, "Vic Fangio's turning our D into a brick wall. Nobody's scoring on us." So, what does this mean for the Eagles season? A 3-0 start is huge, but the schedule's about to get spicy. Up next, they face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a team with a potent offense led by Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. If Philly's red zone defense keeps slamming the door, they could be looking at a 4-0 start, something they haven't done since 2004. That year, they went all the way to the Super Bowl. Could history repeat itself? Analysts are already whispering about playoff seeding. If the Eagles maintain this defensive edge, they could lock up a top seed and a first-round bye, giving Jalen Hurts and the offense extra time to perfect that tush-push. Let's talk tactics for a second. Fangio's red zone scheme is all about discipline and adaptability. In the red zone, the field shrinks to 20 yards, and the end zone acts like a wall, limiting passing options. Quarterbacks can't throw deep, so it's all about quick reads and tight coverage. Fangio's mixing zone and man coverages, with safeties like Makuba playing deep to prevent big plays and linebackers like Bond clogging the middle. The defensive line, led by veterans like Fletcher Cox and rising stars like Byron Young, is generating pressure to force bad throws. It's a masterclass in situational football, something Eagles fans know is key in clutch moments. Now, let's tie this to Philly's soul. The Eagles aren't just a team, they're a way of life in this city. From the Rocky statue to the cheesesteaks at Pat's and Gino's, Philadelphia lives and breathes football. Remember the 2017 Super Bowl, when Nick Foles and the underdog Eagles stunned the Patriots? That victory sparked citywide celebrations that are still the stuff of legend. This 2025 squad feels like it's got that same magic. The fans are all in, painting the town green every Sunday, and the "Fly Eagles Fly" chant is echoing louder than ever. Pop culture's taking notice, too. Did you see that viral moment last week when Jason Kelce, now a beloved ESPN analyst, chugged a beer on live TV to celebrate the Rams' comeback? Or how about the social media buzz when Jalen Hurts was spotted rocking a midnight green chain at a Philly concert? This team's got swagger, and it's resonating far beyond the gridiron. Looking ahead, the Eagles' red zone defense could be the X factor in their Super Bowl chase. If they keep shutting down opponents in the clutch, they'll force teams to settle for field goals, which could swing tight games. Imagine a playoff showdown against, say, the San Francisco 49ers or Kansas City Chiefs. Philly's red zone stinginess could be the difference between a trip to the Super Bowl and an early exit. And with young stars like Campbell and Mitchell growing into their roles, this defense could dominate for years to come. Before we wrap up, here's a quick Eagles trivia tidbit. Did you know the "Fly Eagles Fly" fight song was first sung in 1950, making it one of the oldest in the NFL? It's a reminder of this franchise's deep roots and why Philly fans are the best in the game. So, to every Eagles fan listening, keep that energy high. The birds are flying, and the sky's the limit. That's all for now, folks, but don't touch that dial. The Eagles take on the Buccaneers this Sunday at 1 p.m. at Raymond James Stadium. Will Philly's defense keep locking down the red zone? Will Jalen Hurts and the offense stay perfect? Tune in to find out, and follow us for all the latest Eagles updates. Fly, Eagles, fly.